What does it mean to be separated from God? Or to ask the question more straightforwardly, what is hell? Hell has always been linked to death, and death to separation from God. So if we wish to define hell, we must first define God. One of the best, if not the best definition of God was formulated by St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas when they described God as the summum bonum, a Latin phrase that means the maximum of all good from which all other goods derive. This means to say that if you think of beauty, pleasure, virtue, wisdom, and love, God is the maximum of all that and more. He is the ultimate good from which all goods in creation are derived. Evil, on the other hand, is the privation of that good, or the absence of it, in the same way that cold is the absence of heat and darkness is the absence of light. It does not exist independently, but is simply the corruption of what actually exists, the good. So if God is the maximum of beauty, pleasure, virtue, wisdom, and love, then evil is the absence of all that. It is ugly, suffering, sin, folly, and hatred. This is why all this evil followed right after Adam and Eve were separated from God in the fall. And hell is exactly that, but worse, because it is the ultimate separation from God that follows after death. If we think our earthly experiences of finite evil are awful enough, multiply that by infinity and we arrive at hell. It is worse than utter darkness and unquenchable fire. It is worse than the lake burning with fire and sulfur. It is you trapped in your own ugly, suffering, sin, folly, and hatred for all of eternity away from the good presence of your Maker, for whom you were created. As St. Augustine had said, Thou hast made us for thyself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until they rest in thee. The fish dies when taken from the sea, so does the tree when taken from the soil. When man is taken away from God, he dies the same.